Hello, one and all. How are you doing? It's Mama Katie, and welcome to the Wedding Vision Workshop. I hope you enjoy my friends today. We are going to have a very special program today. We are talking all about how to survive a wedding show, and it is a jungle out there. So let's get into it here. I'm going to guide you through what you're going to need to survive all this good stuff. And why isn't my silly screen working? There it goes. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey, I told you Wedding Vision Workshop was going to be raw and wild. It was going to be crazy. So, um, let's see. So imagine, if you will, we're on our journey. We're going to go through packs of wild DJs, all followed by their siblings, the photo booth vendors. They're kind of loud and competitive, but they're totally harmless. They're totally great. I love my DJs and photo booth people. There are going to be gaggles of dress and tuxedo models who are going to flock the fashion show runway. You can tell which ones are males because those are the ones that look like they're scared to death to be around all the females. They're not wrong, I'm just saying. So there's a large variety of species called photographers. Now you're going to know these. Each one will have its own different look, so be sure and look for the little nuances, the color and the detail, and the group shots and how they put things together and all that kind of thing. So the florists are one of my favorites. They love to be in that sweet smelling camouflage. If we're really, really lucky, we might find the rare and demure caterer or cake baker. And if it's a really good hunt, we might even be able to eat right from their hands. Not all the caterers and cake decorators get their permit to pass on food. So if they're not serving, that's probably why. So let's see now, what can we expect? Size matters on these wedding shows. Um, they could be as small as 20 booths. They could be a couple of hundred booths. I've worked a lot of shows that take up like multiple exhibition halls in a convention center or in a fairgrounds. Really big shows. There's a lot to go through, and it is totally overwhelming. So if you're thinking that it's like going through the jungle, it pretty much is, okay? Now, whomever is identified as the bride, and again, for my LGBTQ people, it's figure out who is more bride-like, who's more groom-like. The labels and the stereotypes usually affect someone to some degree or another. So just figure out who represents what and, go with it. Hey, if everybody wants to wear a bride badge, I'm good with that. I love those. So, but anyway, we are going to tag you folks, and that's so that us vendors can count you and study you and check you all out, okay? So now, grooms are a very rare and appreciated beast. We know what it is for you to have to come into this chaos. So, thank you. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart for being such a brave soul. I really appreciate it. Guys, go to the wedding shows. You will learn a lot about what's going on, and it will help your significant other to make all the right decisions together as a team. Like I said, that's what Wedding Vision Workshop's all about, is working as a team, okay? Now, there will be reindeer games. We're going to have dance contests. We're going to dive into cakes for wedding rings that are baked into the cake. We're going to have fashion shows. Each booth will have its own little game or drawing, that kind of thing. Occasionally, you'll have an aisle jumper. Um, it could be like a chiropractic office. I had attack me one time. A lot of times it's the a lot of health and wellness people. I don't know why that they feel the need to jump into the aisle, but just report them to your nearest, show ranger, and they'll make sure that they get contained. They're totally harmless. Don't worry about it. So, now, how are you going to survive? Well, first of all, Remember that these are, here, I'm going to turn off the jungle a little bit. Remember that these are concrete floors, okay? These are convention centers and fairgrounds. And 4-inch stiletto heels do not do well. So don't wear the heels. Wear really comfortable shoes. You're going to be on them for a few hours, okay? A wedding show usually takes a minimum of 2 hours to get through. So just count on that. I personally take 3 or 4. I'll take all day, but then again, I like stopping and talking to everybody, so that's kind of crazy. Eat a good breakfast before you go. That's really important. You want to have your sustenance up, okay? Now, most of the shows will give you a bag to put all your swag in. You're going to be collecting a lot of brochures, a lot of um, business cards, little trinkets and gifts and things like that from the vendors. So you want to take, even though they're planning on giving you a bag, sometimes the bags work and sometimes they don't. Now, this is a really big version. You don't want to go anything like this, but I love it, Chaos Director. Anyway, bring a little bag with you, and in there, you might want to put in, you definitely do. You want a notepad, you want a pen, and you might even get some stickers like stars or happy faces or sad faces or something like that. And that's so that when you're sorting through all this stuff at the end of the day, you can like put a little note, like one sentence that really struck you on this particular vendor on the back of their business card, or put a happy face sticker, or something to denote who these people are. Take copious notes in your notebook so that you can really get an idea of what worked and what didn't work, and maybe you got some helpful hints that you're going to use later. You might want to bring a bottle of water. Most of the shows will have some sort of a bar or something open. There's occasionally an open bar. I like those shows a lot. Okay. But they want to give their little samples out. So, but you do want to make sure that you're drinking water and, taking care of yourself. Um, Next week, we'll get into the vision exercises and that kind of thing. I'm going to have my couples here and we're going to go through all that. Know your vision before you go and know your vision as a team, okay? It might change some a little bit after you see everything. So just know that vision, go in with that, and then you can tweak it after it's all over, okay? Now, remember we talked about that wedding email address. Very, very important because you have need your wedding email address so that you are not passing that out to every vendor. Every vendor there is going to be trying to collect your data. Yes, we get a list from the show producer, but we don't get that until at least 3 days and usually 1 to 2 weeks after the show. Okay. Each vendor wants to get your data right there and then. They want to know that you're interested. I know with my booth, I put little notes on their little form that they fill out at my booth. That's how I'm collecting it. I'm having like a drawing or something like that. Some of them will have QR stickers. I don't know if when you scan that QR, if there's a way to autofill that data. Um, I'm not, like I said, I'm just not a techie person, okay? But my shows, I usually have like a form and I have a drawing for some sort of a gift. A lot of booths do that. So, one of the really cool things that you want to do when you go to these shows is make address labels. Oh Lord, you're going to save yourself so much writer's cramp. Let me tell you what. Make your address stickers with your wedding email address, both your names, your wedding date, maybe how many people, just whatever details that you think you can put in there. Definitely your phone number, definitely your wedding email address, your mailing address if you want to. That's kind of up to you. But that way, when you fill out these forms at each booth, because everybody's doing a drawing, okay? Um, you can just stick those stickers on instead of those address labels instead of having to write out a form at every single booth. It's a pain in the tush, but it gets the job done. So, so make those, yeah, get that wedding email address and make those address labels. It's going to save you so much. Now, if a vendor matches your personality, feel free to book an appointment for a consultation with them. Book it right there at the show. You don't want to lose this guy, especially for your wedding date, okay? So, and I've seen contracts be signed at these shows too. I'm not one that tends to do that just because there's a lot going on. But I will definitely take an appointment for a consult or a tour. Absolutely. Now, at the end of the night, when this show is all over, you're going to be tired. I'm just saying it's going to be a long day. So just plan on a takeout dinner, Panda Express, you know, Subway, Firehouse Subs, I don't know, something, but do a nice takeout dinner that you really enjoy. That you know when you eat this takeout dinner, it just makes your heart feel good. Okay. That just sets the whole tone. And be sure and include like a 6 pack of your favorite microbrew or your best loved bottle of wine. And, that night you're going to just get on the floor with your dinner and your drink, and you're going to go through your bag. And together, you guys discuss who you loved, who you hated, who needs to be called in the morning. We like those. Who matched your vision, who matched your personalities. These are all really important questions. And remember, you made notes in your notebook, you made notes on the business cards, so you'll have a lot of hints there. Vendors pay a lot of money and work really hard to participate in these shows. It takes a lot of work. Um, they will try and call you off of those data cards, off of those, drawing forms and whatever. They will try and call you as early as the next day. Please be kind. Please be courteous. It's been a real thing the last several years that, the vendors get totally ghosted or people are rude when they call. Hey, I'm sorry, just the fact that you walked into the show means we've got some of your data there. Okay, that means you gave us a phone number. Um, do us the favor, please. Just answer the phone, say hello with a smile. If you don't need our services, just say so and be kind about it. It's like, you know what? I've already got that, or we're still considering, and, we'll call you, later or something, But yeah, just if you don't want their services, just tell them, please take us off your list. We've got a guy. That's all it takes. And these are all mom and pop shops, so they will happily take you off the list because they don't want to waste their time on you. Okay? Love you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being courteous and answering the phone. Really appreciate that. Okay? It actually saves everybody time. It saves us time, it saves you time. Just get it off the books, okay? So please pick up the phone, answer the phone, and just say, love you, but no thanks, okay? So, wedding shows, as soon as that last bowl game at New Year's starts, it is wedding show time. Like, I'm filming this on the 5th. I'm sorry. I was trying to do it earlier than that, but shows started like yesterday and today. Um, so get prepared now. Get your wedding email address, get your notebook, get your address labels done, get all these things going. The majority of shows that I've seen are actually happening not this week, but like the week after. So, and there's going to be a whole lot between now and Super Bowl. So, and it'll go clear on into spring, and you can usually find a wedding show just about any time of year someplace. So, just saying. Um, so that's what I've got on the wedding shows. I hope that helps you survive. Yes, it is a jungle. Yes, it is overwhelming. Just take a breath. Go see if you can find a cake. Get a little sample, of something, or the free bar. Go get a sample, and just enjoy it for what it is. Okay, we are all there to hopefully make an impression on you, and um, we really appreciate just the fact that you walked in the door is super helpful to us. So thank you so much for that. Now, if you like this video and you would like to see some more like this, please, 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 I'm trying to get to my first 100 subscriptions. I know it's a brand new channel. It's just starting. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe, share it with your friends because you know you've got a bunch of friends who are all getting married too. I'm not trying to sell anything except a book, and the book isn't up on the channel yet anyway, so it's free. Just go ahead and do it. Um, I hope you enjoyed your journey. Happy hunting. And we will see you. Oh, I should kind of give you a teaser on what's coming up on the next one. So we're going to have the wedding vision exercises with our couples. I'll have like the 3 or 4 couples that are all in the process of putting that wedding vision together. So come take a look and see how we do that. We're also going to talk about how to set our budget priorities. And that's a real cool thing where there's some negotiating between our couples. So you definitely want to catch that. I'm also going to be doing, because it's been coming up a lot in the wedding chats, especially on Facebook, um, how to choose your wedding party. Because there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of, is someone going to feel bad? You know, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of this is how you choose your wedding party. And if they feel bad, sorry, but this is how we do it because this has to be your go-to bunch. So, yeah, so subscribe so that you know when that's coming. Hit the little chime, all that good stuff. Happy hunting, and we'll see you next time on the Wedding Vision Workshop. Talk to you later. Bye.